heard you were wet.
No. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Come on. I'm not ready to play.
What happened? What'd you do? What'd you do?
I don't know. Gorilla was saying something and I got startled. And I spilled all over myself. A cold cup of ice water.
You wet yourself.
I did, dude. I am seriously so wet.
So just take your pants off, huh? Quick.
Dude, what? I am fucking soaked. Like, you're making me play like this?
Yes. This is the wet pants challenge.
Dude, I got wet pants, I got wet undies, I got wet everything.
You heard it here first. Ohms, undies are moist.
Moist draw. They're dripping.
Barricade the room. We need to protect
Jesus Christ.
Drip me moist, daddy.
Fucking hell, man. For real? Gorilla, you scared me and I freaking spilled all over myself. I don't know why.
Why don't when you get old you have like, trouble controlling that? You need some Depends?
I might.
We can help you out, brother.
I got ice water.
In my veins.
Yeah. Alright, you know what?
Barricade the room.
That only
To
gets me more
protect the
hype.
biohazard container.
A cold dick and balls has always been known to just get me hype.
If you're in the fucking environment,
Protect the biohazard container at all costs.
Not today, sir. Kind sir.
not today. Why didn't somebody tell me they put down armor? Huh?
Because you're too busy pissing yourself.
The biohazard container.
I got it.
What was a big ass icon on the screen?
Down to 10 seconds.
Big ass like I don't say it is like that.
It's right here.
5 seconds left.
Why can't I put my own turret down? Okay.
Op 4 has located the biohazard
That's not
container.
it. Pick this up. Put it down right here. Let's get shotgun. Let's go. Mistakes you made.
Whatever you do, panic first.
Oh, I was. I had the panicking down.
Mech change.
So they're pushing upstairs, girl?
No, they hate that I'm the chunk.
They're not fans.
I'm not seeing anything as close. Oh, Gorilla, there's one right on top of you. Or it's right next to you, literally 2 feet from you.
Stacey is attempting to secure the container.
Yep.
Did you just get
Securing the biohazard.
styled on?
Yeah, he blew the wall behind me and ran in there and beat me.
I think I'm just gonna kill my teammate. Got it. And shot.
Oh, you got
The biohazard
Oh, I didn't even see him in the corner. Fucking Santa Claus in the corner.
Dude, there are 3 of them in there. My phone was fucked.
Trying to fit the bathroom. They got
friendly last operator standing.
I can't get him out the
You see? I was surrounded from every angle, man.
Please just let me out the bathroom.
Yeah. I don't want to play
Fuck.
Fortnite. Getting bored of that stinking game.
Girl, let me ask a question.
Op 4 last
You can fuck me all you want, Insanity.
Op 4 is
I was trying to put down the shell,
Protect the
put down the turret
biohazard
right there, but it just didn't work out.
failed.
I don't know
All
how to
friendlies
answer
have been
that.
neutralized.
No.
Cartoons, you took that kill?
What kill?
I don't know. I downed somebody.
Did you kill him?
No, but
Well, then that's
enough, I
nothing.
think, dude.
I don't like the game. Much I like this game right now.
I don't know what happened. I came up the stairs, I threw an impact grenade in the room.
Killed someone.
Yep, killed someone with it.
Oh, that was the person that was down. I see. All right.
Well, you wouldn't have got the kill anyway. Because they're just down, they're not dead.
Find the biohazard
At least
container.
this way you get something out of it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You get more points for an assist.
You do?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you down somebody.
An assist, 75.
Yeah. Kills, you only get 125. I mean, you only get 100.
What do you guys think? You think we got this?
I know we got it.
Yep, upstairs. Jaeger shot my shit out of you.
I'm looking at it.
We need to protect the biohazard container. Secure the room.
Whoopsie. Can't catch me. I'm the goddamn trap.
Really?
Op 4 drone has found a biohazard container.
Fuck you, drone.
5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has located the biohazard container.
Random ass friend request I just got.
Why did he F you?
But I left them on fucking other games.
What?
I don't want to play. They want me to play Fortnite with him. I don't do Fortnite today.
Well, no, and fuck you too, Sandy.
It's my life, my choice. Yeah,
He can do whatever he wants. Don't be like that kind of. I will block you.
Hey, he's not even in there when he took off.
Don't care.
Where is his fucking dick
He's still
bag?
listening. He's just not sure he's not listening.
I need to kill this.
Protect the biohazard. Op 4 is securing the biohazard container. Intervene. Biohazard container securing pod. Take out the hostage. Op 4 is securing the container. Prevent further access to the biohazard container.
How the hell?
All friendlies were eliminated.
None of the shots hit him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Huh? You know I'm good. I'm terrible at Six Siege.
You can do better.
I'm terrible.
You can do a whole lot better.
I'm terrible. Terrible. Trash. Garbage can. Who we play as, Hayden? The sniper chick?
Yeah.
This one here?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yo, shooter blew that
Who we play as in here? Tell me.
Sniper shit.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really, Hayden?
Like what? I heard before. I mean, 23 health, 22 health. Yeah. This motherfucker might as well be Santa Claus because he ain't got off this roof. He was up there the whole time, then dropped down, and got fucked up in his back.
Locate the biohazard container.
There was no face. It was a fake body that someone planted there, some kind of prank. Who placed it there? The question was quickly answered.
Well done. Biohazard container located.
Party City is a seasonal job. It was pretty hectic in the Halloween season, obviously. I got stuck with the night shift since I didn't have early classes. The location I worked at changed its closing hours on weeknights to 11 p.m. during the Halloween season. My shift would start usually at 5 and work till close.
10 seconds.
Rush would die after 9, and after 10 there wouldn't be anyone left in the store, especially on
5
weekdays.
seconds.
On my shift on the day in question, I started working
biohazard
for
container and secure it.
costume forever. I would be told on the tell you what costume and what size to grab so that I could hand it to the customer and they could try it on. After it quieted down, and later on in my shift, I was told to start cleaning up the aisles, restocking, and bringing stuff either up from or down to the basement. I got tiring quickly because it was a lot of walking up and downstairs. Past 10, there were only about 4 of us still working. A girl named Maria working the cash register, Kyle cleaning aisles and stocking shelves, Ashley the supervisor for the day, and then me doing the back and forth basement work. The basement was at least connected straight to the upstairs costume storage room.
Hey, look, Hayden.
It wasn't a super long walk.
Let's go get on a sniper.
What's this? Nice,
Took a
dude.
10-minute breather, then went to continue lugging boxes from the basement into the costume storage room.
Shit.
The lights in the basement had been turned off by someone. Weird, actually. I flipped the light switch back on, and down into the basement I went. As I was lifting a box of girls' costumes, I heard something on the other side of the basement.
Freaking Legion.
The basement was really big. It was just one big circle full of boxes with a big shelf in the middle. I put down the box I was holding and slowly peered my head over the shelf. Someone in a white hooded costume.
I never not care to do again.
Of course, I jumped back at first, then I laughed, saying, "You got me." Whichever of my coworkers was in the costume didn't speak, though.
Op 4
They just tilted
eliminated
their
all
heads to the
friendlies.
side of that, as if they were still messing with me. I was too young. I had a feeling it was Ashley at first, even though she would supervise some nights. She was a clown. But then I realized this person was way
Hayden,
too tall to be
look.
Ashley, so it had to be Kyle. I wearing
What is
a
that?
mask.
The animation.
For religion?
Yep.
Down in the boots on his shoes. The dirty, heavy work boots that I knew for a fact Kyle wasn't wearing. I started getting the shivers. I went back up the stairs without running to avoid suspicion. I shut the basement door and went straight to Ashley, who was talking to Maria by the register. I asked, "Where's Kyle?" And he literally called, "What's up?" from a nearby aisle. That's when panic set in. I asked if there was anyone else working that night. She said everyone went home. So I told her someone was in the basement and a costume didn't belong there. Kyle and Ashley came with me to the basement so I could prove it to them. But like any cliche horror scenario, whoever was down there was gone. There was a back exit in the upstairs costume room for unloading truck shipments. It was possible the intruder exited through there. Ashley sped through the security footage of the past hour and didn't see anyone enter the costume room except for me. But there wasn't a camera in the basement or the actual costume room itself to check that. Part of me felt like it was a prank, and that if I went back down there, I could find the person in the costume again. But my job was my job, and I had to get back down there to continue stocking the costume room. When I got back down there, I once again picked up the box of girl costumes I originally was trying to bring up, got it to the stairs, and stopped because I thought I may have heard the noise of a small plastic bag being slightly crumpled. Of course, I didn't want to stay down there to find out alone. I wasn't getting paid enough. My shift was almost over, so I lugged the heavy box up the stairs, dropped it in the costume room, and went back to the doorway of the basement to shut off the light. Before I did, I looked down the staircase, and at the bottom was that person in the white robe costume again, only this time minus the mask. I saw his face.
Find the biohazard container location.
Hayden, payday the 1X.
Screaming for help. They came as fast as they could to the costume.
That's awesome.
The back exit.
Payday, what are you, a Payday 2 player? You Payday the highest player? Payday the 1X?
This time for real.
That's cool.
The one camera in the outside delivery area didn't even catch him. I don't really know if that intruder managed to steal anything other than the costume he was wearing. For all I know, it could have been just one big Halloween thing. He might have been in there looking to actually hurt someone.
10
For all I
seconds
knew,
before
it was a
insertion.
robbery though. I treated the situation as though my life were in danger.
5 seconds before insertion.
This is
Location of biohazard container unknown. Clear to engage.
my favorite month has always been October.
Biohazard
Since
container
it's not
located.
temperature-wise, it's never
Hang on,
too hot.
look at the AK in gold.
All the leaves start turning
Hello?
orange and brown.
Hey, look at my AK.
Ooh, that's a gold camo.
My friends and I always
Awesome.
used to like to bring all the leaves into a big pile and have wrestling matches in them. Like from the ages of
That's why I wanted it. So cool camo.
when we were about 10 or 11, it was towards the end of October, and a lot of the leaves have already fallen on the trees. Since my property was the biggest, my friends Liam and Billy were helping me break up the leaves on my property into a giant pile. It was a cloudy, windy day getting a little late. The house we lived in at the time was a corner house with a huge space on the side next to the sidewalk, which ran into a short dead-end street with only 2 houses in it. Which owned by an old servant who didn't care about anything, and across the street from that was a small, disheveled house, whose owner never seemed to come outside. So this allowed us to be outdoors and obnoxious without worrying about our neighbors watching or caring. So we wrestled around for probably half an hour, then we went inside after getting tired and found a snack and a plate of games. Inside triple threat match in the games again. That's what we called our wrestling matches. We always acted like we were in the WWE. When we got back out there, it was almost completely dark, but a street light that stood in the dead end lit up the side of our property so we could see enough. It seemed as though there were a lot less leaves in the pile right
One
now.
on 4 remaining.
We tried wrestling a little more, but the pile just spread too
Hostile
far.
activity. Resume
So we
securing
had to
container
grab
once
the
the
reins
threat is
and start
neutralized.
Hayden,
One neutralized.
#1 win.
This from before.
See?
We went over to start raking it over to our main
Don't
pile.
get a custom game and play
To
with
get out of
that.
trouble.
Huh?
He
Go to
shouted there was
custom
something
game and play
under
with
the leaves.
Sniper Chick.
We came over to
I need to play real games though, Hayden.
what was underneath. And all
Why,
of us
hey, why are you so low on savage it so much?
I'm gonna say Sniper.
Huh?
We stepped back
Oh,
and looked at each other,
cool.
then back at him.
It was cool.
We didn't know whether to laugh or not. Like, was he playing some kind of early Halloween prank on us? The man's face was not yet exposed. Liam and I dared Billy to go expose the man's face. He walked up to the body on the floor slowly, looked back at us, and started lightly kicking the leaves away from where the person's face would be. As he kicked, he realized the body was hollow and hard. There was no face or head.
Find the biohazard container
It was a
location.
fake body that someone planted there as some kind of prank. But who placed it there? Well, the question was quickly answered. We noticed someone hiding in my bush right behind the pile. We yelled, "We see you," to the man hiding in the bushes. And he came out laughing, exclaiming how he got us so good.
Nicely done. The biohazard container has been located.
He was 60. He looked scary and gross. Huge bulging eyes, crooked teeth. He was breathing very heavily. He said
Ah, Giovanni Jerry.
he
Awesome.
always watches his play
10 seconds.
and thought it would be funny. That creeped me out though. How he said he
5
always
seconds.
watches us play in the leaves. Liam tried being nice, but I thought the man was weird. So I said, "Come on guys, let's go inside." And we left the man there. I told my dad, and he went outside to check. But the man had already moved the fake body by then. We played video games the rest of the night, all having agreed that night. My friends eventually left. And soon after, I went to my room.
Look at my lion hidden.
As usual, to get a breeze into my room. I was watching TV, and I heard a man's voice at my window. I jumped and looked up at the window, but I couldn't see who it was. The voice said, "I didn't mean to creep you out, I live in the house across the street over there. I like watching you kids play in the leaves." I was in shock, hearing a stranger's voice outside my window. I continued looking at the window. Eventually, the familiar face of that freako from earlier came into view. He pushed his arm under my window and pushed it up. It seemed he started to try to reach for me. I screamed for my dad and ran upstairs to his room. I tugged him out of his bed and led him to my window. The man was already gone, but I told him he lived in the house across the street in a dead end. My dad charged over to the house with me, banged on the door, but the man didn't answer. So my dad called the cops. He took me back to the house with the police. And this time with the police, the man opened the front door. And it was in fact the same man. I was too young to be able to tell. The police and my dad picked up on it right away that he was on something. Likely crystal meth was what my dad says. I remember looking into the house and seeing that it was an absolute pigsty. Thinking back now, it would fit the description for the home of a meth head perfectly. All those years living there, we were none the wiser that there was a creepy meth head living in that disheveled house. And how much I as we would play.
Hayden. That's 2, bud. 3 kills.
For the purpose of this story, she'll be named Nikki.
Yeah, I was my game wasn't on then.
She wanted to do a bunch of October activities, so I came up with the idea that we go apple picking. She loved it. So we hopped in the car to take a trip to the nearest apple picking orchard, which was about a half-hour drive away, out of the suburbs to the more rural part of the area. We live in Jersey, so there's an abundance of places to go, but I let her pick where. It said we were still about 20 minutes away, and we were driving down a scenic road with little to no traffic. We actually passed what appeared to be another apple orchard, so we turned down this dirt road up to a small wooden farm-like house.
No, damn it! Fucking phone died. Dang it!
Barricade the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Oh god, you almost ate that, girl. Move.
Op 4 hasn't found the biohazard container. They will attempt to locate it during
Surveying. Camera activated. Activating camera. Activating camera. Deploying heartbeat sensor.
one friendly operator.
Oh my god, that freaking bullshit. I'm hit in the face. I hit the dude in the face, dude.
Op 4, last operator standing. Op 4 is securing the biohazard.
Jackal's objective room.
Op 4
I got 4 kills.
Did different lighting for the videos.
Look at it, there's Mozzie.
Started packing
There
up
it is,
my
baby. Mozzie.
threw my 2 bags over my shoulders and began walking. 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 I started to realize I should have reached the dirt road where my car was by now. There came a time when I had to accept it. I was lost. I had absolutely no way of knowing which way was which. I'd done wilderness shoots before, and never had I run into that problem before. But usually I'd have a compass with me. Not this time. I kept walking for so long, it got to the point that I was letting out little cries to myself in stress, wanting nothing more than to just find my car and go home, feeling absolutely helpless. Eventually, after many hours, I came across a small building. It was an old house that appeared to be abandoned in the middle of the woods, indicated by the vines crawling up the sides of the home, plus the broken glass. Continuing to walk around in the woods in the night was the last thing I wanted to do. Seeking refuge for the night made more sense. I walked up the wooden stairs to the front door, which seemed to have already been broken in. All I had to do was push it with a bit of force.
Oh yeah, baby, yes.
It was next to pitch black in there, and every step I took, I felt like I was stepping on rubble or trash. I did, however, manage to find the bedroom of the house. It still had a bed in it, mind you, probably a filthy bed at that. I didn't need sleeping in the woods or hiking around any longer in the dark. I shut the door and tossed my stuff on the floor and arranged one of my bags to act as a cushion between me and the actual bed itself. Then I tried my best to fall asleep in this dark, abandoned, foreign location in the middle of the woods. It was surreal. It was scary. The window in the room was broken, so I could hear the wind and bugs outside. But over that, there was the slightest, and I mean slightest little creak from a few feet away from the bed across this tiny bedroom. I looked up, and even though it was dark, I could vaguely see a closet door in the corner. It was moving. It had to be the draft. It had to be. I was letting my paranoia get the better of me in this freakish situation. But then, over the sound of the bugs and wind, I heard something from inside the room now. It was a gurgling type sound, like a throat noise. I looked at the closet my description of what I saw in the brief moments I was staring at this person. I saw a man wearing a woman's wig with some kind of makeup on his face. As for what he was wearing, I didn't really notice that. But I think it was something dark since I couldn't really see it. I grabbed my bags and started saying I'm sorry as I ran out of the house. I didn't know if this was their house or not at the time.
Secure the bomb.
Either way, I didn't want any trouble. As I ran away from the house, I heard footsteps tailing behind me at first. I think this is when the adrenaline really kicked in. I suddenly had this insane amount of energy to keep running until I felt like escaping. Even after that, I kept going, jumping over logs and rocks and twigs, trying to find a road, any road. The logic that there's only so much forest left in the state, I'd have to run
Stop
into
worrying
it
about
eventually.
grenades.
I did. I walked down the road. For 10 minutes. I tried my way back to the truck.
10 seconds left. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for assault.
That house was
5
absolutely
seconds left.
The door and all the windows were smashed open. There was trash all
Op
over
4
the
has
place.
located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
I use logic to explain it, because it's not explainable. I am grateful I was unharmed.
Deploying ADS.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
My apartment complex sits in a pretty safe neighborhood, so I guess I'm naturally less on guard as far as break-ins and whatever. There was this one night I'd gotten home late from a bar with friends, and though I wasn't very drunk anymore, I was definitely still tipsy. To give a little context to my apartment layout, it's on the ground level and has 2 doors, front and back. As I entered, I was in the living room, when I passed the door, Chester followed, though he was acting a little weird. I jumped right into bed and I was exhausted. I fell asleep in minutes. The next thing I remember is waking up to growling. I looked at Chester, who was standing up on my bed. I sat up to see what he was looking at, but it was too dark. I had to flip on the lamp.
Last operator standing.
Right away, I felt a pain in my stomach
Mission
as I
failed.
turned.
All friendlies were eliminated.
I lightly tapped him to get him to shut up for a second. He looked at me and said, I got out from
I sprayed the shit out of her, dude.
closet. If someone was in there, I had to be ready to defend myself. So instead of opening that door right then and there, I hurried to the kitchen to get a knife. Chester followed me. When I got back into my room, I don't know where it came from. I had a huge bout of confidence overcome me, and I rushed open the closet door fully. I was shocked, but also relieved to see no one inside. I called Chester an idiot as I went back to the kitchen to put the knife away. When I got back into the room, I saw Chester looking under my bed and growling again. I bent down to take a look, and there was a man hiding under my bed.
Secure
Made
the
eye
area.
contact
Keep the
for a
bombs
second,
protected.
and then I grabbed Chester and ran outside to knock on the neighboring apartment's door. My neighbor opened the kitchen door and begged him to let me in after explaining that someone was in my apartment. He let me in immediately and let me use his phone to call the police. The intruder was in the apartment, and by the time the police came,
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it.
if it weren't for my tiny little chihuahua who couldn't harm anybody, I may not have come out of this in one piece.
10 seconds remaining.
Device position.
Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
My house doesn't have a basement, and a lot of houses that don't have basements have crawl spaces instead, which are basically a layer of space under the lower level of the house with a height of no more than about 5 feet, usually used for storage. It started on a night like any other. I had classes the next morning, so I had to be in bed early. My room is on the first floor, and the crawl space is right below my room.
I know I can't kill people anymore, dude.
It took a little
It's aggravating.
courage. I got on the carpet on my knees and looked under the bed, hoping I wouldn't see a rodent or any other kind of creature. There was nothing, though, so I got back into bed. As I got back into bed, though, the sound started up again.
Visual, Jackal is an objective. Jackal's still an objective. He just defused the bomb.
Something being done deliberately. I once again got on my knees on the side of the bed and looked underneath.
If I keep going quiet, that's me. I'm telling my teammates that someone went to an objective. So this game, Rainbow Six, is a team-based game. So if I told him that Jackal was injected, he can go defuse the bomb. Only reason we won that is communication. They might not have a mic, but I have a mic, so I can tell them exactly where he killed me at.
When I got home from class the next day, I spotted something sticking out from under my bed. I pulled it out, and it was a bag full of old papers from like elementary school. I planned on asking my mom why she would put that in my room, but I figured I'd just throw it back down in the crawl space and forget about it. Our crawl space has its entry door inside of our garage. My dad tends to leave the garage door open a lot during the summer months. This was so he could work in there without having the lights on while also getting some fresh air. Sometime in the middle of the night, I woke up to sounds coming from below my room. Not my bed this time, but for some reason the sounds were especially clear this night. I knew now something had to be in the crawl space. After turning on my bedside lamp, I ran to get my dad out from bed. I was a bit irritated.
Locate a bomb.
He led me down to the garage and to the crawl space door. He opened the door and grabbed the flashlight that hung next to the door. As we looked inside of the crawl space, however, we noticed something strange. Light. Across the other side of the area. Light was seeping in from above. But that made no sense. There weren't supposed to be any holes in the floor. My dad crouch walked his way to the hole. And then he screamed. Hearing my dad scream with such fear and horror was the most disturbing thing I'd ever witnessed. I didn't know what he saw, but he screamed at me to open the garage door and get out of the house. I listened without asking questions. I stood in the driveway waiting.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
I heard a commotion inside of the house.
You located a bomb.
I screamed for my mom. 5 minutes later, my dad and older brother came outside, holding a stranger in their
Bomb has
grips.
been located.
5 minutes later, a police car pulled up to the house, and neighbors soon started coming outside to see what the commotion was. Let me explain what happened. When my father got to that hole in the ceiling of the crawl space, he realized it was a giant hole cut open right under my bed. And as he looked through it, he saw a masked man looking down at him. As my dad grabbed at the man's arms through the hole, he screamed for my older brother's help, who luckily came to my dad's aid. Without him, my dad could have easily been killed, because that man was carrying a handgun. When I was 21, still living in my parents' house, my bedroom was actually supposed to be considered an extra room. It wasn't built with the intention of being a bedroom, more so a kind of downstairs storage room. However, I was the youngest, so I got the first room. My two older brothers had already moved out by this point and were finishing up in college. It was winter break, however.
Valkyrie is an objective.
This trip, and my mom was in another state of things. They're the kind of parents who you never see around. They've been like that since we were kids.
It's a Valk.
My room happens to attach to the crawl space of our house. There's a little pull-off door in the wall.
Fuck.
When I was little, my brothers always teased me and said there were aliens or monsters in the crawl space. Sometimes as a kid, I would see noises coming from
Yeah, I don't know how. Valkyrie's an objective. Corner.
that fear, obviously. I was chilling in my
I don't know how I didn't hit the Valkyrie, but okay.
classes. I heard some muffled noise coming from the crawl space, like literally beyond the wall right next to my bed. It wasn't any kind of thumping or tapping or anything. It just sounded like some kind of sound that would come from the person's mouth.
Toxic Badass shaming Red Dead 2 at him.
As I started freaking out over it.
Hey,
Given that I was
Hey,
I
Kelly.
couldn't just call for my huge
I
intimidating dad to go in
didn't
there.
download.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I downloaded finally.
No, I don't want Blood. I want like you.
Still standing by the doorway.
I'm doing challenges.
Exactly
The daily challenges.
Are you playing Rainbow?
Yep.
I can play with you.
contemplated.
It's fun, just spot playing. I'm in the middle of a match. If it's to be the last round, or one more after this, or they win another round. So, 2 to 3 matches, and when I'm over.
After nearly having a heart attack, I realized it was just one of those old talking laboratories. I didn't know what could have caused it to go off and start speaking though.
So I was playing like Modern Warfare today, and I dropped 60 kills in one game.
By the door for the talking to stop.
They just played Shoe House, like I was being tall.
Got back in my bed. When the time came for me to go to sleep, I turned off my laptop.
Yeah, I really don't care about Modern Warfare. Seriously, the game
It
sucks.
wasn't long after that that I heard the talking go off again inside the crawl space.
Oh, that's why I deleted it.
The sound was, it seemed much clearer.
I didn't hate that.
I had to get the toy out.
I'm never playing that game again. The game is done. Garbage. Finished.
Bomb must be
Went back to the
located.
crawl space door, and this time actually went inside. Followed the
I'm not playing it right now because Mr. Kevin had to delete it just to get games on here. I'll get it back on here eventually,
two arms that were
but not at the moment. No.
deep scream that accompanied them. I was being lunged at. I screamed as I ran to the crawl space door and slammed it shut. It had a lock on it, thank God. A couple seconds after locking the door, there were bangs on the door that consistently came about every 2 seconds. The door didn't show any signs of giving, but I did stick around to find out if it would. I was upstairs already on the phone with the police.
You have
I
located
did
a
notice
bomb.
the vehicle stopped downstairs. The police told me to wait either inside a locked room or outside in a safe place like a neighbor's house. I didn't want to be in the house anymore until the house was back, so I took the spare keys to my car.
Mozzy's dead.
To sit in my car. I had a view of the back section of my house from the street, however, and noticed a door on the side of our house. It was the outside crawl space door. It was completely wide open.
There you go.
Four eliminated.
Something makes
Done
sense.
it
There
on.
could be someone in there. The outside door must have been left unlocked by my dad by mistake. I sat in my car telling 911 to hurry up before the intruder could escape. I didn't see anyone leave through the door, but for all I knew, they already had left. A cop car finally came roaring down the road with its lights on and stopped in front of my house. I got out of the car and called at him to follow me to the door. I pointed and said, "In there," and he went inside with his flashlight. I peeked my head in there the whole time, helping out with the flashlight too. I made sure he didn't miss anything. I even suggested that he search any big boxes or bags, and he did. The officer was surprisingly patient and polite towards my demands given the situation. He came out after a few minutes of searching and assured me the crawl space was empty. Whoever was in there left in a hurry. The crawl space door could only be locked with a key or from the inside, so I asked the officer to wait there while I went inside and locked the door from the inside. As I was in the crawl space again, I couldn't help but shake the feeling that I was being watched as I hurried back to my room to lock that door as well. The officer left a few minutes after, and I tried to get to sleep, but I couldn't. I was awake all night until the sun came up, just worrying about someone still being in that crawl space. Luckily, no one ever broke into it again, but I guess I wouldn't call it breaking in, since the door was unlocked. It was 2016. I had just signed a lease to move into my first house alone. It was a fixer-upper starter home for sure, but the neighborhood wasn't bad at all, really. By the first day, I had the house layout memorized. By the third day, I was settled in. However, by the fourth day, I started to hear some weird house noises. There was a small upstairs where the 2 bedrooms and a bathroom were. The first floor was just the living room, dining room, and kitchen. When I was upstairs, I never heard the sounds. However, when I was downstairs, I'd start to hear noises come from below the floor at later hours of the night. There was a small basement, technically, but it was just one little room meant to serve as a laundry.
Hey, Hunter.
You can invite me.
To see if the noise could be
Hunter.
coming from down there.
You're fine.
There was no one.
Yeah, you can invite me.
Hunter and Aiden.
I could still hear noises.
It's Hunter, but you're fine. No bit.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna get mad over that because a lot of people call me Hayden, so. It's all good.
Some kind of room on
I'm
the
tired,
other
I
side.
just woke up.
It's
I
okay.
looked to the corner of the basement.
Oh,
where there
so
was
you're
a small
playing remote, you
opening
want
that
me
went
to
deeper
join
than the
you?
rest of the room.
Hmm?
I went over to look at it. What I assumed to be just a tight space.
Oh, I got a family card to somebody apparently. I know who this is, but
There was actually a door
okay.
with a tiny opening, a door that seemed to lead to some kind of crawl space area.
Hey, it's me, Josh. I got plus there. I just wonder if you got there. Oh, it's Josh.
Who's that?
Josh.
Who's Josh?
One of my streamers, one of my viewers. Did you invite me, killer? We do you. I don't care. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's Will's dumbass. Are you joining, killer? Shut the Will. F you. That no, that was bullshit. Fuck that. Scared the living shit out of me. Hold it all. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Hey, maybe jump the fuck out of my fucking chair for 2 seconds. Like, what the hell? Fuck you, that was not funny. You're an idiot. Jingo, fuck yourself. Fuck that. That was not funny. No, it wasn't.
Give me 1 minute, I'm getting on there.
Okay. I invited you.
I'll be on there.
Anything or anyone in there. Then, however, something broke the absolute silence. It was a sound that was coming from no further than like 20 feet away from me. It was the sound of breathing. In a panic, I looked in the direction of the breathing. I was horrified to see something standing in the corner of the space. I didn't know what to think, but I knew it couldn't be a real person, because I'd looked around at least 5 times and saw nobody in there just a second ago.
Alright,
I
I'll
stood
join
there
you.
frozen.
What are you
I
playing?
started to feel like the figure in the corner was getting closer to me. That's when I ran for the crawl space door. When I made it outside, I looked around for something to block the door with, but found nothing. So I ran upstairs and locked the door. That night I went to sleep at my parents' house, and the next day I harassed the landlord to let me out of the lease, given what I had just experienced. It took a lot of arguing, but I managed to get out of that house within the same week. All that week, however, I stayed out from the basement, but I did continue to hear noises from down below when I was in the living room. Scary level. I stood up and walked over to the mirror, and I did mostly towards the house. In my early days after graduating college, I didn't have a lot of money, so I had to rent an apartment with someone else who I'd never met before. He'd become my roommate, and his name was Randall. At first, he seemed easy enough to get along with. He didn't talk too much, but he had a heavy Spanish accent. The room I'd be getting was already furnished, and that was one of the appealing factors to this apartment. It had a twin-sized bed tucked in the corner, a nice-sized dresser, a closet, and a TV stand.
Hey, look who I bought it.
There were a bunch of stuffed animals sitting on the dresser, though, which I found a bit odd. Most notably, a big teddy bear facing the bed. When I asked Randall about the stuffed animals, he gave a really loud laugh and said it's romantic. He recommended I leave them be as to show respect to the landlord. I didn't really talk to Randall much that first day other than that. I spent most of my time unpacking my clothes and supplies and setting up my TV. When I was laying in the bed watching TV that night, I thought I heard something. It was a very brief noise, but it was definitely audible, and it sounded like some kind of small electronic component. I chalked it up to being a house noise and continued my show. The next day, Randall wasn't home all day. I didn't know if or where he worked, but I just assumed he was out.
I was just checking something, which
That night,
wasn't
when I was
great,
in
but
my room
it
watching TV, I heard the front door open. Randall walked through the hall to his room and shut the door. A little later, I was getting changed into my pajamas when I heard the same sound from the night before. This time the front TV was in the background, so I heard it much clearer. It was definitely some kind of electronic device, but I didn't know what or where. It still didn't seem like a big deal, so I got into my bed and started reading my current book at the time, then went to sleep.
10 seconds left.
The next day, I saw Randall when I came home after work. He asked me what book I was reading.
What?
At first, I didn't get the question,
My
but then
God.
he said he was talking about the book that I was reading in my room. I looked at him in silence and confusion. I asked him how he knew I was reading a book, and he said in his heavy Spanish accent that he had to go into my room just to take something out that he left in there, and that's when he noticed the book. I asked him nicely not to go into my room anymore. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lock on the door, so I couldn't stop him when I wasn't home. That night, when I grabbed my book from under my bed, I stopped and wondered, how would he see my book if I had it under my bed? Thinking about this now creeped me out, and I was in no mood to read anymore. I looked around the room as I thought to myself. Then I noticed that big teddy bear on the dresser again. It was angled so perfectly to face me in the bed. Then I had a thought, a scary thought. I stood up and walked over to the bear, grabbed it, and looked closely into its eyes. My heart skipped and I realized that it was. I threw the thing into the corner of the room and went to Randall's door and tried opening it. This door apparently had a lock, as it wouldn't open, but I knew he was in there.
Oh, nice little 3K.
Screaming his name, but he wouldn't answer.
You see that,
Spider?
Spider?
I'm still here, yeah.
No, you see that? I got a nice little 3K.
Mm-hmm. Get one of my mines, hold on.
Right now, I had a valid reason to void the contracts. I packed the little amount of things I brought into my car and left that same night, never looking back.
It's a sniper.
Surprisingly, never even came to me to call any close.
Where is
She's dead.
There we go.
Since that night,
There?
like I always have to turn them away so that they're not facing me.
Good job. What's her special ability?
Our new neighbors invite our family over for a nighttime
What's
barbecue.
her special
My
ability?
mom and my dad and my sister and I meet in their backyard at like 8 o'clock. This is the first time that I personally meet them. It's just a husband and wife and a teenage boy. I quickly learned the boy's name is Jeremy. The husband seems to be the nicest of them all. There's something cold about the wife. The son Jeremy seems to have some kind of mental or social issues because he won't talk at all. He constantly looks all over the place. He seems to be
What's the supper?
sad or
No. Freaking, you know sugar dear?
What?
Went to go see Mama. Took on Mama for the coffee on her order. All over the couch.
It's a big mess, eh?
Yeah, I did all the couch.
Oh.
Where's the one piece for you last night?
I wait a little bit before sneaking back to our house because
Jesus, last night you were in there mad at me because I had to get
I
out.
walked to school since I lived 2 blocks away from the high
You know where you
school.
put it?
I turned my head around a few houses after passing our
I'm
neighbor's
trying to
house.
think. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Behind a tree as if to be hiding.
Look on the cabinet. I'm not saying it's there or it's gonna be there. I'm just saying just check there. I don't know exactly where it is.
This time I see the same person hiding in a bush in front of someone's house. It's Jeremy. I can tell by his long hair. And he's looking right at me.
Op 4 has
I
located
walk
the
as fast as I
biohazard
can
container.
without running and make it to school safely a minute later.
Okay.
When I get home that day, I tell my parents, and they go over and talk to the neighbors. When my parents come back to talk to me, I learn from them that Jeremy is apparently not like the other kids, according to his parents word for word. That also seemed to be enough explanation for my parents to tell me to just ignore him, as if him following me to school wasn't an insanely creepy thing to do. Later on, I go outside to sit on the patio and do my homework, and just as Jeremy and his creepiness come to mind, I turn to look at the neighboring house, up at the only window that overlooks our backyard. And there he is. Jeremy is sitting at that window looking at me. But as he notices me, he quickly hides. I run inside and tell my parents.
Got
They
a
once again
sniper.
quote what his parents said and tell me not to
Hi,
worry
Kyra.
about him. Later that night, after texting friends and whatnot,
Sophia is on me.
I
Fuck. Man.
go to sleep. A certain amount of time that I can't remember passes before I hear
I hate bullshit deaths, dude.
suddenly my window slides open. Without even knowing who's there, I scream at the top of my lungs, and soon my parents come rushing inside, all while I'm pressing up against the wall in shock as someone climbs through my window into my room. My parents turn on the lights, revealing Jeremy holding a large kitchen knife. Everyone screams, including my father, as he comes and grabs me to pull me out of the room. The 4 of us all rush to the neighbor's house to tell them.
Enemy
The
drone is
man
coming
next
in
door
for a
leads us
scan.
into our own house and grabs his son when he finds him in the living room. He snatches the knife from his hands and tugs him out of the house. My My dad sends all of us inside as he stays outside screaming at the man next door. Moments later, he comes back inside and calls the police to get a restraining order. My dad promised those neighbors a living hell if they were not moved out by the next week. The police come and take Jeremy away, probably to some kind of place for people with mental disabilities, not a regular jail. Moving along to a week later, Jeremy didn't stay in that house anymore. We don't know where he stays now, but we've never seen him since.
Thatcher, one ping. Last spot at Thatcher right there.
Okay.
This story was by far the
Thatcher's on ping there.
in my life. I went to a bar with
Thatcher's right at 9 meters on you. That ping was his location. He's in the ejected room now.
The night became a complete blur about an hour after showing up to the bar. I vaguely remember talking.
It's gonna be a it's gonna be. He's in there with you. Right there. Jeez.
When I was starting to sober up.
Football up again.
That was a nice little magnum shot.
Nights like this so that I wouldn't have to walk around with my keys on me while I'm drunk. I got home, locked the door behind me, and went straight to my room to fall into my bed. I skipped the changing into pajamas and brushing my teeth and whatnot. I did lay there awake with my phone in my hands, texting my friends, seeing if they were still there and making sure they got home okay though. Suddenly, I heard the front door open downstairs. The only thing I was thinking was that it could be my little brother getting home, since he usually got home really late. My best friend texted back, asking how I got away from the guy. I replied back, what guy? She said the creep that wouldn't stop talking to me at the bar. The bar was such a blur that I didn't remember which specific guy she could be talking about. I heard some noises downstairs. I assumed my brother was making a late-night snack in the kitchen. Then I heard walking up the stairs. My best friend texted me again, saying she saw him leave the bar right after me. Now, I was still decently drunk.
Oh, it's funny with my camera. It's like a movie or something.
Steps came up the stairs outside, then stopped outside my door. Then the door quietly opened. It was dark outside of the room, so I couldn't see who was standing at my door. I said my brother's name.
I know I had 6 kills. I'm doing pretty good.
I didn't hear whoever it was walk away. So
I'm gonna go
they
get real quick.
They were standing outside my door. I immediately texted my brother, asking if it was him. Surprisingly, he texted back right away, saying, "Was what me? Why do you keep opening the front door?" We live with our mom. She's the only other person in the house, but she was away for the week, so I didn't know what to think, other than it was an intruder. I called the cops without telling my brother.
5 seconds to
Hearing 911, what is your emergency, for the first time in my life, really made the situation seem
the
that much more
biohazard container
severe.
and secure it.
I described what I believed to be a break-in. As I was on the phone, I leaned over and turned on my bedroom lamp. As the room went from dark to light, I saw a man standing in the corner of the room by the door. I screamed and shrieked while still on the line with the 911 operator, who kept asking what's wrong. The man in the corner opened the door and fled the scene. I heard him run out of the door. I stayed on the line with the operator and advised me every move I should make until a cop car actually showed up. I was still intoxicated, so even though I gave him a police report,
You should have waited him.
most accurate.
I got Buck's AR.
20s looking, stopped, with a short haircut. The two officers then lifted his hand, revealing a key he was holding, and said he found that in the front door lock. It was the spare key that we keep under the flower pot. The intruder used it to get in, meaning he followed me home and watched me take the key from under the pot.
Oh shit,
The officer told me to rest assured he'd be patrolling close around the area all night, and advised my brother and I to keep our doors locked and find a convenient spot for the key. The next day, besides my hangover, I felt relieved. I told my friends about what happened.
I'm gonna go up
They
top
described
because I have
everything in
14.
detail.
Yeah, I'm gonna come above objective. 2 seconds.
All night trying to find the chance I got. And
I'm gonna open that up.
I down Cav in their own game. I'm using a Deagle and beating me with this.
Don't worry.
hide a key outside anymore.
And no
No,
more
I'm not
flashes,
mad.
so she's in here. She's gonna get blasted. Okay, where was she at?
Good job.
Bitch was in the
Right.
hole. What the hell? You good job, Spider. I know what he was.
Ryder, not Spider. Because Spider just got his headshot.
Dude, I'm about to say, I didn't do anything wrong. You didn't even know the video was. I was thought he was.
Your guys' names sound like the same.
I was going in the door. I thought I was going to objective to get to go kill him.
I was 17 in my last year of high school. There was a weekend towards the end of the school year where my
Alright.
parents were going away. I saw it as a perfect opportunity to throw an end of the year party.
You can't hear anything. Just mute the rest of the party. You can't hear anything, right?
Ping pong balls. I paid my older brother, who was 21, to pick up a bunch of beers and liquor.
Well, I don't want you leaving the party in a mad mood that I'm making you leave the party.
Right behind the backyard, so the chances of a noise complaint were slim. My older brother invited
Okay, I want to make sure that me and my friend didn't make you leave the party. I want to make sure.
I basically made it open invite to most people in my grade. By the peak of the night, there were probably 60 to 70 kids in my house. It was more insane than I thought it would be.
Okay.
It got to a point where I started seeing kids I didn't know coming into my house.
Alright, bud.
At that point, I had to put my foot down and start
I think he
locking the door
lost.
to avoid randoms from coming.
He's up, yeah, but yeah, that's Will. He's a nice guy, but I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing anything wrong or anything, cause
yeah.
My good friend Peter asked me about the guy who went to the upstairs of my house. I questioned what he was talking about.
he's gonna give a lead to him behind like me, and you did. Still killed him. Sorry, he's gonna lose it because he has the music and everything. Yep. Oh, still in the trap.
I checked my bedroom last, which appeared to be empty too. I went back to tell Peter. He said with 100% certainty that someone was still up there. So this time he came up with me to check all the rooms again, under all the beds and all the closets, but whoever this kid was that Peter saw didn't turn up. So we went back downstairs. I figured Peter was drinking too much and just had no credibility that night. He was one of the few people who I'd be letting crash at my house that night. In fact, Peter crashed on the couch before everyone even left.
Do you want Lion? I want to make sure.
No, I'm fine. I don't like Lion.
My brother was already.
You don't like?
I like him. I just don't play with him.
While Peter and my other friend John slept on the couches downstairs. I went upstairs to the bathroom, exhausted but feeling satisfied with the party. As I brushed my teeth and looked at myself in the mirror, there was a slight blur from drinking so much. I thought I heard something above me. I turned off my electric toothbrush and listened for the longest time, but there was nothing now. I rinsed up and went to my room. Before I could even crash into bed, I heard another sound from above me. A thump in the ceiling. I went to my brother's bedroom door, but no matter how much I knocked, he wouldn't open his door.
Not train room. Basement.
For some reason, it took me that long.
Not train room.
I got the hook to pull down the stairs to the attic.
To the basement.
I'd never actually been in that attic before. Climbing up the stairs.
Well, not basement, first floor. My bad. Start, no, kitchen. God damn it. Kitchen, they're in kitchen. I'm sorry. I know my call-outs are just bullshit, but...
Dude, I don't really care. I'm tired as hell. I know what you feel.
But even in the darkness, I could sense another presence in there. I asked, is anybody in here? And I felt a rush when I saw a box close to the corner fall over. Behind it was someone crouched running behind another stack of boxes. It didn't look like a kid, like an adult man. And at the same time, I could hear a plastic bag brushed up against it. Another one. I jumped off the stairs and slammed the attic door shut. I ran down to my two friends to tell them what happened. It took a bit of waking them up for them to fully comprehend what I was screaming at them. Peter told me to call the cops right away, and I did. I guess I needed that second opinion of what to do before actually calling the police. I went back upstairs with my two friends to pound on my brother's door, but he still wouldn't answer. I started to worry that something might have happened to him. Cop sirens blared outside, so the three of us ran downstairs in the lead. The officer and his partner came in and asked me where the attic was.
Well, watch this.
They did their thing.
Look at his head. See his head? Boop.
Nice.
We were told to wait down in the living room, and not even 2 minutes later, the cops came out of the attic with two men who looked to be in their 30s or 40s. They were disgusting and dangerous looking, likely homeless and probably crazy as well. They gave us looks as they walked past us. My brother came came out of his room soon after to throw up. And when I explained everything to him, he said he slept right through our knocks and bangs on the door. Thankfully, since my brother was 21, he served as the adult in the situation and talked with the police. Because of that, we were able to keep the incident a secret from our parents.
Oh, god damn, at 58% off a chance to get an apple pack. Jesus.
Before transferring. My sophomore year, I went to a lot of frat parties. There was one frat party that changed the way I look at college parties, however. I'm gonna leave the name of the frat out of this story, but one of the smaller frats on our campus was having an open party. Free for girls and a $20 charge at the door for guys, so we all had to pay the cover charge. When we got inside, there were definitely a lot of people, but the party overall seemed kind of grimy and sketchy. There were a lot more guys than girls, and it was insanely hot in the house. There seemed to be a couple guys going to a back room, so I figured I'd check it out to see if anything was going on back there. After going through a door to a much quieter section of the house, I saw the same couple of guys go outside. I figured I'd go outside and check out what the party was looking like in the backyard section. When I opened the back door and peered outside, I saw the two guys standing around a fire pit. There was no one else in the backyard. They looked over to me after hearing the door open, I guess. Before I could turn and go back inside, they waved me over. I felt awkward. I probably should have ignored them and just went back inside, but I felt pressured into walking over to them. They told me to sit down on one of the logs placed around the fire pit. I did so. Then they sat down on two logs and started to light up cigarettes. The two of them sat there not saying a word, just smoking their cigarettes and looking in my general direction. They didn't say anything or even offer me a cigarette. I figured I'd try to start conversation since they called me over, and asked them if they were in the frat. One of them shook their head no, and that was it. I then asked if they knew anybody at this party. This time I didn't even get an acknowledgement of my question. The two just looked at each other and then they looked at me. Now that they were looking at me, they wouldn't look away, and I was becoming increasingly uneasy. One of the two said in a very monotone, slow voice, "That's a nice watch." I looked at the cheap $30 Timex watch on my wrist. It was not a nice watch at all, but maybe to him it looked like one. That same guy got up, and as he started walking over to me, said, "Give me your watch." The other guy got up and started to walk behind me, as if they were surrounding me. I took off my watch in a hurry, saying, "Yeah, sure, no problem." When I got it off, I stood up and handed it to him, but my standing up was just a move to better prepare myself for sprinting to the door of the house. I heard a flick and a swish come from behind me. I associated it to be the sound of a knife being flicked open. The guy behind me said, "Take off your shirt," and that's when I decided it was time to sprint for the door. It took me about 3 seconds to get to the door. I don't know how far they followed me for, or if they even did, but I got back in the house, went back to the front section where the party was, and found my two friends. I told them we had to go and to ask questions later. People were looking at me as I guess I made a scene telling my friends to go. They finally listened and we left the house through the front. Campus was half a mile from that house, so we walked it. On our way back though, at one point I turned around and saw two people walking towards us. I stopped to keep looking. The two people stepped under a street light.
Locate the biohazard
in the
container.
backyard. I told my friends to run and they listened. We ran all the way back to campus and back to our dorms. I told the president of that particular frat about what happened. He promised me they were not associated with those two individuals. Still, I didn't go to any other parties hosted by that frat, and I did take it easy on the partying for a while after that. I used to use the
Second floor, garage.
where I'd have nothing to do and I'd hope to meet up with someone new. One
5
Friday
seconds
night,
before
I went
insertion.
Oh shit.
The biohazard container has been located.
Fozzie.
Just go to the place like, I don't know if I did objective, but I'll try.
She messaged
On
me
the
first
objective,
saying there was a
Viv out,
party and to pull
Viv,
over.
Jaeger,
I asked her for the
Doc.
details, like what town, what time, what address. She said the address of a house in a town not far at all. I copy-pasted the address into maps and said it was only 10 minutes
How
away.
do I make it
I asked
update
for her number
faster?
to text her, and she gave it promptly.
Is it in rest mode?
And it ended off with my telling her we're on our way.
Hunter.
My friends were on
He's asked me how to update his console or his game faster.
Hunter.
If it's in rest mode, it updates fast. If it's in rest mode.
to drive us up to the house. We pulled up to the house. It was definitely on the smaller side. Most of the houses there were on the smaller side. So immediately we're thinking ghetto party. We texted the girl. She said to come in. We started to hear the music blasting inside as we approached the stoop. So that was reassuring. The Uber drove off into the night as we got to the stoop. The girl said to just come in. I opened the door and heard some
Holy shit! Okay.
Hunter.
What?
seemed to be coming from another
Could you then like 3 or 4 games?
It
and
just
what's
says
$100?
99+ hours per seat.
Cause we had like 3 or 4 games for like $100. My dad didn't think it was worth it.
What'd you say, Killer?
And we had like 3 or 4 games for like $100, and one of them's a pre-owned, not pre-owned, pre-order.
She said the door.
Like when you're gonna pre-order?
The new what's it called?
This is insanely suspicious.
Okay.
Maybe we should
What's it?
go.
The new Black of Us. That's what it is.
Sure enough,
Okay.
right in front of me, and it did.
It's 99+ hours. What's your internet connection, mate? It could take several hours for the game to update. If you gotta shit it can take motherfucking 4 days to update. If you got a crappy internet, it can take 4 days. I've seen that before. People will take 4 days to update this game.
Find the biohazard container location.
How you like Division 2, the one you got now?
Instead of seeing a room packed with people dancing, I saw
Killer.
a net leaning against the
Well
wall.
done. Biohazard container location.
Put
Killer.
us in rest mode. It has updates taste
Wearing a backwards cap.
faster.
Most of the
How?
What's that? What?
I said, sorry, but I said, how do you like Division 2? But since that you don't have the demo anymore, how does the game feel, the full game feel?
up the stairs.
I haven't played it yet. I just got on because it just downloaded.
Well, you try that, you tell me, you like it, because now you can play without having to worry about a stupid demo.
Then started screaming
Yeah.
A lot.
down the stairs. I witnessed 4 or 5 men running to the stairs from the basement. It was the most horrific moment of my life.
If I put it in the rest mode faster, yeah, a lot faster. You put it in rest mode. Rest mode helps save that download quicker. When your console is running, it still downloads.
Fast and as far away from
But if there's other stuff in the background downloading, it'll take it longer to download.
I was the one to call the cops and tell them
My opinion, what I would do is just put it in the rest mode.
the rest of the night there.
All my games I want to play and play that day, I know it's gonna be a longer than usual. I'll put it in the rest mode. They got a frost, so be careful.
Hostile activity. Proceed securing the room.
Shit.
My dad using okay.
Oh shit, we're losing.
Not losing. The fuck? Fuck! Trying to tell the pistol to this little bitch. What'd you say?
Mike and Danny.
My dad said okay, my dad's using okay.
My neighbors would go all out.
If you put the console in rest mode, your shit will stuff will go faster. Yes. Oh, you did? No, you're not
One
dead.
friendly operator.
You're the only one that's alive. What are you fighting yourself for?
People were setting up.
There's a guy to your right.
The street was already closed off. It didn't really pick up.
I didn't even mean to type
You know,
that.
I knew the guy was a shotgun.
Some other friends to come.
Okay, you're fine.
We were just messing around with the blow-up attractions or just eating people's baked goods. Eventually, some of our other friends left and it got dark, but the party wouldn't end until late at night. Danny and I started joking about how I could beat him at MLB, and while Mike and one of our other friends named Steve were somewhere else on the block, Danny and I decided to take a break from the block party and play each other in MLB. About an hour later, we went back outside to look for Mike and Steve. We ran into Steve, who said Mike went into his house like forever ago and didn't come out. So we walked through the block party down to Mike's house and saw his parents, who told us he went inside. We saw his bedroom light was on, and he was standing at his window. We started waving at him to come down. It didn't seem like he even noticed us, though. Screaming over the blasting music would be kind of useless. So instead, I said, let's just go
Secure
inside
the
his
room.
house.
We need to protect the biohazard container.
To try the door, but it was locked. So we went around back and tried the back door. This one was actually unlocked, so we let ourselves in to find Mike and tell him to come back to us. Naturally, we went right up the
Drone has
stairs
found the
towards the door.
biohazard container.
His door was cracked open, and naturally I went to push it open, expecting him to be in there.
I am listening to story in background.
Standing by the window,
Oh, you're fine.
outside,
Oh, yeah.
his hands resting on the windowsill. I backed up away from the door, frightened, but more
10
so
seconds.
confused. I knew Mike's family, and I had no idea who this guy was.
5 seconds.
I backed away from the door and signaled for the other two to be quiet.
Op 4 drone has located the biohazard container.
We didn't know if that was one of Mike's relatives or not, but either way, it was rude of us to barge into Mike's house like that. We didn't want any relatives we didn't know to catch us.
My favorite person is the guy with C4.
The man inside at the window was.
The guy with C4. They all have C4. So C4.
Short screen.
Mozzie?
Towards the house to unlock the front door.
Yeah, I'll show you all of them in a
The man
minute.
standing at the window turned.
A lot of care. A lot of care now they have C4 on them.
A crowd started to form.
I am playing situations.
What was going on?
Okay.
Mike and his dad came out.
Oh, that's bullshit.
He had all
Thermite is fucking lit, and then there's a down person on one of my traps.
from his room walking up the stairs.
No, Thermite fucking just murdered my goddamn ass hard as shit.
They searched
Okay,
the
Told
who
you.
is this?
That was Thermite.
man anywhere.
Okay.
I remember going home that night scared shitless. I could only imagine at the time how Mike started to form. Followed. We didn't know if that was one of Mike's will. No idea who this guy was, looking outside the stairs towards his room. His door was cracked open, and naturally I went to push it open, expecting him to be in there. Instead, there was this tall man standing by the window looking outside, his hands resting on the windowsill. He backed up. Right.
Yep. He did that on absolutely not on purpose. He'll get him on purpose. He's a dickbag, but that wasn't on purpose.
We didn't know if that was one of Mike's relatives. Either way, it was to barge into Mike's house like that. We didn't want any relatives.
Hostiles for securing the container.
Left and went outside back to Mike's
Good.
parents to ask who the man
All
inside at
friendlies
the
have been
window was.
neutralized.
They looked up at the window of their son. Mike's mom let out a short scream, followed by his dad running towards the house to unlock the front door. We watched as the man standing at the window turned and disappeared, as we stood there waiting in anticipation. A crowd started to form, and it became a
It
scene
won't
where
he
people
stop
were asking
disconnecting
what was
from
going on.
Wi-Fi.
5 minutes later,
You mean this guy,
came outside
Mozzie?
to the crowd.
Is it you're talking about? The one or two? That's what you like here?
Mike was apparently hiding in his closet after he saw a random man from his room walking up the stairs. The block party was shut down early. The cops pulled up briefly. They
Let's
searched the
see.
house with Mike's dad, but couldn't find a man anywhere. I remember going home that
I know
night.
I know Mozzie is. Oh, okay.
Imagine at the time how scared Mike must
Yeah, I like Mozzie as well.
We need to protect the biohazard container.
I like Mozzie too.
We went downstairs to get some ice water. When I shut the fridge, I noticed something through the curtain in the kitchen. There's a light on the side of the house above the kitchen window that stays on. It was exposing some shadow that wasn't usually there, shaped like a person.
Op 4 located the biohazard container.
Straight to my parents' room and down.
Alright, this business. The hook the Jordan. I don't know how he didn't get my other one.
10 seconds left.
My dad went outside to run around the
5
property.
seconds.
Finding another one.
Op 4 has located the biohazard container.
Because for some reason he didn't want to call the cops. I like to think I'm pretty sure he was the same man outside the window that night. What were the chances there could be such a coincidence that same night? I slept with one eye open that night.
Tried to jump. Hey, Sif.
Hello.
Yeah.
Something very traumatizing happened to me when I was a very little kid. I was like 5 or 6. A nearby street was having a block party, which is basically just where a block is closed off to traffic and all the neighbors on the street chip in for food and activities. My older brother, who was like 11 or 12, took me with him to this block party. It was a weekend, so our parents were a little more lenient with the curfew. My brother apparently had some friends on this block, and he met up with them, with me following behind him. I remember him introducing me to some of his friends, but I was a really shy kid, so I didn't really say much to them. Most of the night was a blur because it was just so long ago, but somehow I got separated from my brother. At such a young age, I remember panicking that I was lost. I was looking around everywhere for my brother. Eventually I bumped into some tall old...
Oh my god, he was no. I don't know why every time I play this game, the story mine is the one that kills me.
I told him I was there with my brother, but I lost him. He started acting all concerned.
I don't know how the world, every time I played this particular game, story mine is the only operator that kills me. You just killed a teammate, by the way.
Op 4, last stop standing.
I nodded my head shyly. He went to his pantry and
He's probably gonna team kill me next time, but he walked in front of my bullets. You saw that, right? He walked in front of my bullets.
Upstairs and told me to sit on the bed as he pulled up a chair in front of me and just sat down. He told me to eat the chips.
Friendly, last operator standing.
I nervously asked him to call my parents, and I believe he said he would in a moment. I honestly can't remember whatever creepy stuff he may have said, but he eventually made his way off the chair and onto the bed
Op
next to
4
me,
is securing the
with
container.
no signs of trying to make the phone call to my parents. He put his arm around my shoulders.
Protect the biohazard
That's when the
container.
doorbell rang, and it was the most relieving sound I could have imagined. He looked at me and told me to wait there. Of course, when the old man got downstairs and opened the front door, I ran downstairs seeking the aid of whoever was at the door, and it happened to be my brother, his friends, and my brother was
Mission
told by
failed.
somebody
All
that
friendlies
was
have been
in the
neutralized.
house earlier. My brother and the adults questioned the old man mostly asking me why he brought me into his house. I gave my
Dude,
best
you're fucking
6-year-old
this camping,
detailed
man. Don't
description I
make
could.
too bad.
It probably was enough for everyone to realize what might have been about to go down. One of the adults brought my brother and I to her house, where she called my parents and then the police. My mom and dad were over in a heartbeat, and the cops followed shortly. I asked my mom and dad before writing this what I said that got the cops to arrest the old man. And it was simply that I said the old man lied about calling my parents and started touching me. I didn't ask my parents anything else, because quite frankly, I don't like talking or thinking about it too much. I'm just grateful things worked out the way they did, because I'm sure they were about to go very south.
I want to be Red Dead, but I don't want to, because I don't know what I'm doing on Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know what I'm doing on the game.
The block sits right in front of a small
You can play
section
the,
of woods, so woods connect mine to my neighbors' yards.
You should play the
During
campaign,
the block
Tyler.
party, some of us started getting bored, because it was mostly catered to the younger kids of the block. But there was this one creepy, shady guy walking around the block. He had some big can-like thing in his hands. He kept shouting gibberish to people. Eventually, he came up to my friends and I and started saying the most random shit that honestly wasn't even coherent. We just walked away, assuming he was on drugs. Pretty soon after, 5 of my neighbors and I were down to play a game of manhunt, the field of play ranging from one house across the block party to the woods behind the houses across the street. I was on Jess and Kenny's team. We started in my backyard. The rule was we all had to hide in different places. So I told them I'd hide in the woods and try to sneak my way around the houses through the woods, and I suggested different hiding spots for them. I waited in the woods for a while, expecting to see someone from the other team enter my backyard. Eventually, one of them snuck into the yard, and that's when I thought it was safe to start migrating. As I moved along, I started noticing some paint-like marks on a bunch of trees. They appeared to be big red X's. And in that immediate